We were living on a loan that we couldn't repay, spending our nights on and out today. The interest was rising and the balance was low, but we were too stubborn to just let it go. We patched up the cracks with a maybe and please, bringing the ghost of us down on its knees. It was borrowed time and a spent kind of love, watching the vultures start to circle above. The clock was just ticking to the end of the line, and I was too busy trying to make you be mine. We used up the grace and we used up the heat, until the bankruptcy was finally complete. I remember the dinner where we didn't even speak. The us in the room was getting so weak, just a hologram of what we used to be, in a black and white version of you and me. We were checking our watches and checking the door, knowing that we didn't have much anymore. The bank called it in and the debt was too much. We lost the connection and we lost the touch. There's nothing left to save and there's nothing to lend, just the quietest version of the very far end. It was borrowed time and a spent kind of love, watching the vultures start to circle above. The clock was just ticking to the end of the line, and I was too busy trying to make you be mine. We used up the grace and we used up the heat, until the bankruptcy was finally complete. Paid in full, but I'm broke inside, on borrowed time, with nowhere to hide. I walk like I'm made of the thinnest of glass, watching the ghost of my confidence pass. The wind is a threat and the floor is a risk. Life has become so incredibly brisk. I used to be iron and I used to be steel. Now I'm just a fracture that's starting to feel. I got brittle bones and a porcelain heart, waiting for the world to just tear me apart. One little touch and I'll shatter into a collection of shards that are shaped like you. I'm fragile and white, and I'm ready to break from the weight of the air and the size of the ache. I wrap myself up in a heavy wool coat, trying to keep my own spirit afloat, but the skeleton underneath is hollow and thin, a record of exactly where the losses begin. I can hear them creaking when I move in the night, a symphony of terror in the porch light white. Maybe the calcium is gone from my soul. for the Tuesday you didn't come home. 2 for the secrets I'm keeping alone. 3 for the way that you looked at the door. 4 for the things that I'm not anymore. I'm keeping a ledger, I'm making a mark for every drop that falls into the dark. I'm counting the tears like they're silver and gold in a story of sorrow that's already old. Tallying the salt and the sting on my face, trying to fill up this hollowed out space. It's a mountain of water, a sea of the blue. I'm counting the tears that I'm crying for you. Number 500 is hitting the page, a liquid recording of my quieted rage. 6 for the kitchen and 7 for the bed. 8 for the things that you should have never said. There's no use in stopping, there's no use in trying, until I run out of the reasons to cry. Is there a limit or a final amount? A number where the heartbreak no longer will count. I'm a mathematician of the gone and the lost, calculating the total emotional cost. I'm counting the tears like they're silver and gold in a story of sorrow that's already old. Tallying the salt and the sting on my face, trying to fill up this hollowed out space. It's a mountain of water, a sea of the blue. I'm counting the tears that I'm crying for you. 1001, 1002. The count goes on because of you. It's only an inch, or maybe it's 2, but I'm losing the battle of getting through. I'm not in the ocean, I'm not in the deep, I'm just in the secrets I'm trying to keep. The water is clear and the bottom is near, but I'm paralyzed here by a localized fear. I'm drowning in the shadows, I'm sinking in the sand, in a place where I should be able to stand. It's not a tsunami, it's not a great wave, just the tiny mistakes that I couldn't even save. It's pathetic and quiet, and it's making me small, drowning in the shallows of it all. I see people swimming through the storms and the dark, while I'm over here being killed by a spark. One places where I'm no longer being kissed. I'm drowning in the shallows, I'm sinking in the sand, in a place where I should be able to stand. It's not a tsunami, it's not a great wave, just the tiny mistakes that I couldn't even save. It's pathetic and quiet, and it's making me small, drowning in the shallows of it all. Low tide, but I'm going down in the shallowest water in this empty town. We started as stardust, and we started as fire, a beautiful mess of a localized desire. But the fuel is all gone, and the oxygen's thin, and I'm back in the place where the losses begin. I can see the particles dancing in the light, the remains of our forever in the middle of the night. It's dust to dust and heart to heart, watching the world slowly falling apart. From the ashes of us, nothing will grow, just the bitterest version of the things we know. A burial service for you and me, in the cold, quiet version of our history. I'm sweeping the kitchen, and I'm sweeping the hall, watching the shadows climb up the wall. Is it your memory, or just a bit of the dirt? The physical record of a localized hurt. We're returning to nothing, we're returning to the deep, leaving the promises that we couldn't keep. Scatter the remains, or just let them stay in the corners of the room where the ghosts all play. We were a mountain, but we're just a grain in the middle of the wind, in the middle of the rain. It's dust to dust and heart to heart, watching the world slowly falling apart. From the ashes of us, nothing will grow, just the bitterest version of the things we know. A burial service for you and me, in the cold, quiet version of our history. Settling down, the air is so still, dust to dust and a long, lonely hill. I found the shoebox in the back of the shelf, a little time capsule of my former self. The blue ink is bleeding where the paper is thin. a record of exactly where we used to begin. Forever you promised to start in a blur, but I remember exactly who we both were. It's faded in, but it's a fresh kind of pain. Reading your words in the middle of the rain. The letters are pale, but the edges are sharp. Strumming a ghost of a song on my heart. Time hasn't softened the blow or the sting of the beautiful lies that a dead love can bring. You wrote that you never let go of my hand, that we build a palace on the sturdiest land. Now I'm tracing the loops of your L and your O in a cold, quiet room where the shadows all grow. The paper is yellowed, it's brittle and old, but the hurt that it carries is still burning bold. Should I throw them away or just let them rot? A library of lessons that I haven't forgot. I'm holding the past in the palm of my hand, trying to find where the lost command. It's faded in, but it's a fresh kind of pain. Reading your words in the middle of the rain. The letters are pale, but the edges are sharp. Strumming a ghost of a song on my heart. Time hasn't softened the blow or the sting of the beautiful lies that a dead love can bring. Ink on my skin, tears on the page, a faded love in a digital age. I'm walking on eggshells inside of my head, scared of the things that I should have never said. The floor is made of mirrors and the walls are of lace. I'm trying to find a safe and quiet side space. One little sound, one little spark, and I'll be left here in the deep of the dark. I'm in a fragile state of mind, a porcelain cage, the final sentence on a blood-colored page. Handle with care, I'll shatter into a collection of shards that are shaped like you. I'm flickering out like a candle in the rain, in the high-definition version of a localized pain. I check the light and I check the light, searching for a reason to make it through the night. But the logic is thin and the memory is sharp, strumming a ghost of a song on my heart. I'm a house of cards in a hurricane wind, waiting for the place where the losses begin. Don't look at me funny and don't speak too loud. I'm just a shadow in a colorful crowd. I'm holding the pieces with my own two hands, trying to make the nothing expand. I'm in a fragile state of mind, a porcelain cage, the final sentence on a blood-colored page. ready to fall. A fragile state of mind, and that's all. The weatherman says there's a front moving through, but everything's monochromatic without you. The silver is laden and the white is so cold. A story of winter that's already old. I haven't seen the sun since the middle of June. Everything's playing a low, lonely tune. It's gray skies forever in the town of my heart, watching the world slowly falling apart. No blue in the distance, no gold on the hill, just the heavy vibration of a standing still. I'm waiting for the clouds to decide to depart, but it's gray skies forever in the town of my heart. I bought a yellow umbrella to fight off the gloom, but the rain follows me into every room. It's a localized storm, a personal fog, like a lost little traveler in a thick misted bog. I'm losing my shadow because there's no light. Everything's blending into the edge of the night. They say that the rainbow is just around the bend, but they don't know the silence of a very far end. I'm learning to breathe in the damp and the dark, looking for a flame from a long dead spark. It's gray skies forever in the town of my heart, watching the world slowly falling apart. No blue in the distance, no gold on the hill, just the heavy vibration of a standing still. I'm waiting for the clouds to decide to depart, but it's gray skies forever in the town of my heart. Overcast, no end in sight. Gray skies forever through the middle of the night. I bought the decorations and I hung them all up. I poured the champagne in the plastic lined cup. I thought if I cheered then the feeling would rise, but I saw the reflection in your hollow out eyes. The party is starting, but the gravity's high, and nobody's looking at the midnight sky. They're just lit balloons sinking to the floor. We don't have anything to celebrate anymore. No lift in the spirit and no air in the lungs, just the bitterest words that have ever been sung. They're heavy and gray and they're ready to thud right into the middle of our emotional mud. The music is playing a upbeat design, but the rhythm is out of your heart and mind. I try to blow harder to make them take flight, but they just fall down in the middle of the night. A collection of almost and never agains, the physical weight of our localized sins. Pop them all now and let the air out. Drown out the silence and drown out the doubt. We're tied to the ground by a heavy old string, watching the end of a beautiful thing. They're just lit balloons sinking to the floor. We don't have anything to celebrate anymore. No lift in the spirit and nowhere in the lung. Just the bitterest words that have ever been sung. They're heavy and gray and they're ready to thud right into the middle of our emotional mud. Falling down one by one, the party is over before it's begun. I don't recognize the girl in the glass, watching the ghost of my happiness pass. The hollows of my cheeks and the dark under my eyes are the only remainders of all of your lies. I used to see light and I used to see fire. Now I just see a soul that's starting to tire. It's a mirror of regret, a silverback truth, reflecting the end of my beautiful youth. I'm looking for the woman I used to belong to, before I was broken, before I was through. A portrait of gone and a study in gray, in the glass that is stealing my spirit away. I touch the reflection, it's cold to the bone, just like the bed where I'm sleeping alone. I try to put on a smile or a little bit of red, but I look like a ghost that's been suddenly fed by the salt of my tears and the weight of my shame. Forever believing in your forever name. Break the glass or just look away, but the truth is a debt that I have to pay. Every wrinkle is a road that we didn't take, and every shadow is a giant mistake. It's a mirror of regret, a silverback truth, reflecting the end of my beautiful youth. I'm looking for the woman I used to belong to, before I was broken and before I was through. A portrait of gone and a study in gray, in the glass that is stealing my spirit away. Glass heart cracking into the mirror of regret is filled with you. Crack walking with you. I'm folding the edges and I'm making a crease, trying to find a momentary peace. It's made out of pulp and it's made out of lies, a fragile construction in my desperate eyes. I'm holding it up to the light of the sun, knowing that the damage has already been done. It's paper thin hope, it's a translucent dream, ready to tear at the very first seam. One little breeze or one little spark, and I'll be left here in the deep of the dark. It's beautiful and white and it's easy to burn, a lesson that I'm still too stubborn to learn. I wrote your name on the center of the fold, thinking that paper was better than gold. But the ink is all bleeding and the fiber is weak. I'm losing the future that I'm trying to seek. It's the origami version of a life we once led, living in a world that is already dead. Don't breathe too hard or the whole thing will fly away to the edge of a different color sky. I'm clutching the scraps in the palm of my hand, trying to make the nothing expand. It's paper thin hope, it's a translucent dream, ready to tear at the very first seam. One little breeze or one little spark, and I'll be left here in the deep of the dark. It's beautiful and white and it's easy to burn, a lesson that I'm still too stubborn to learn. Tearing apart, thread by thread. Paper thin hope is already dead. The sun is stuck behind the jagged black hills. The air is the color of charcoal and pills. It's never quite dark and it's never quite light, just an endless delay of the onset of night. I'm waiting for morning to break through the gray, but the shadows are stubborn and they want me to stay. It's perpetual twilight, the edge of the end, the loneliest hour for a girl and a friend. No stars in the sky and no heat on the skin, just the violet silence where the losses begin. I'm caught in the amber, I'm frozen in time in the perpetual twilight of an unspoken crime. perpetual twilight, the edge of the end, the loneliest hour for a girl and her friend. No stars in the sky and no heat on the skin, just a violet silence where the losses begin. I'm caught in the amber, I'm frozen in time in the perpetual twilight of an unspoken crime. Hate and blue, dull blue, in the perpetual twilight of losing you. You said that by April the garden would bloom, that we'd find the light in this darkened up room. You promised the moon and you promised the stars, but we're still just sitting in these same old bars. I'm watching the needle hit the red on the dash, waiting for the inevitable beautiful crash. I'm running on empty promises tonight, chasing a version of us that's out of my sight. The tank is all dry and the engine is hot. I'm trying to give you the things I haven't got. A highway of maybes and a road of I will, while the world that we wanted is standing so still. I'll be better tomorrow, I'll make it alright, but the words are just echoes in the middle of the night. I've been fueled by the hope of a man who's not there, breathing the fumes of the cold winter air. I'm tired of waiting for the shift and the change, and a heart that is stuck in a narrow-minded range. One more mile, oh, one more lie. How many times must I say a goodbye? I'm coasting on fumes to the edge of the town, watching the sun and my spirit go down. I'm running on empty promises tonight, chasing a version of us that's out of my sight. The tank is all dry and the engine is hot. I'm trying to give you the things I haven't got. A highway of maybes and a road of I will, while the world that we wanted is standing so still. Engines dead, the lights are all dim, running on empty because of him. They closed the doors and they turned off the light, leaving me here in the middle of the night. No jury, no judge, just a hollowed out room where the silence is weaving a web of my doom. I'm checking the walls for a sign of the grave. but I'm just a prisoner of this empty space. Silence is my sentence, quiet is my jail. In a world where my forever was destined to fail, I'm serving my time for the things I didn't say. Watching the color of my life turn to gray. No one to talk to and nowhere to go. Waiting for the grass of my spirit to grow. I can hear the clock ticking like a guard in the hall, measuring the shadows as they climb up the wall. I try to hum a tune or to whistle a bit, but the air is too heavy for the rhythm of it. It's a solitary confinement of the heart and the soul, paying the price for the parts that I stole. Did I do this to myself, or did you cast the stone? Is it a crime to be suddenly alone? I'm looking through the bars of my own regret, waiting for a sun that hasn't risen yet. Silence is my sentence, quiet is my jail. In a world where my forever was destined to fail, I'm serving my time for the things I didn't say. Watching the color of my life turn to gray. No one to talk to and nowhere to go. Waiting for the grace of my spirit to grow. Lock the door, throw away the key. Silence is my sentence, and it's swallowing me. It's not just the black and it's not just the blue. It's a shade of a violet that's missing from you. It's the yellow of a bruise that's a week or two old, and the gray of a story that's already been told. It's a neon kind of static in a midnight sky, the specific reflection in a goodbye. This is the color of sadness, the hue of the hurt, the pigment of the spirit that's been left in the dirt. It's deeper than sapphire and colder than slate, a permanent dye in the hands of my fate. I'm painting my world in the shades of the lost, calculating the visual and emotional cost. There's a green in the jealousy that I can't quite hide, and a red in the anger that's burning inside. But the main color now is a pale washed out peach, the color of a hand that is out of my reach. I'm looking for the gold that we used to share, but I only see the copper of the autumn time. Wash it away with a bucket of white, or leave me here in the middle of the night with my palette of paint and my brushes of bone, learning the spectrum of being alone. This is the color of sadness, the hue The color of sadness is my favorite weather. The garden is turning to a shade of dull brown. The paint is all peeling on the edge of the town. It didn't happen fast, it wasn't a crash, just a slow motion turning of the wood into ash. The hinges are squeaking and the ceiling is stained, a record of all of the times that it rained. It's the slow decay, the gradual rot of the us and the we that I've already forgot. One day at a time, we're losing the sheen, turning into the dullest of every scene. No fire and no flame, just a smoldering heap of the promises we were too tired to keep. I see it in the way that you look at your phone, and the way that I feel so entirely alone. The I love you is dusty and it's starting to fray like a tattered old flag at the end of the day. We're not fighting anymore, we're just fading out in the quietest version of a localized doubt. Should we call in the records or let it just fall? There's no use in saving this nothing at all. The termites of silence are eating the beams in the house of our shattered and rotted out dreams. It's the slow decay, the gradual rot of the us and the we that I've already forgot. One day at a time, we're losing the sheen, turning into the dullest of every scene. No fire and no flame, just a smoldering heap of the promises that we were too tired to keep. Falling down, piece by piece, the slow decay will never cease. The clock hits 12 and the world goes quiet, except for the heart, and it's localized right. The TV is steady and the fridge is a hum, waiting for a feeling that's never gonna come. I'm sinking into the sofa, I'm sinking into the floor, wishing for the sound of your key in the door. Is the midnight sun the bottom of the day? Watching the colors of my life turn to gray. The gravity's heavy and the atmosphere's thick. a record of exactly where the losses begin. I'm a ghost in the shadows, I'm a blur in the light, the loneliest girl in the middle of the night. How many hours until the sun starts to peak? How many more of these goodbyes must I seek? I'm drowning in the quiet, I'm drowning in the dark, searching for a flame from a long dead spark. It's the midnight sun, the bottom of the day, watching the colors of my life turn to gray. The gravity's heavy and the atmosphere's thick, and the rhythm of my pulse is starting to flick. I'm at my lowest when the sun is away, waiting for the morning to wash me away. Still going down a midnight slump in this empty town. I saw a woman at the station today. She looked like the me that didn't stay. She had a different bag and a different kind of smile, and I followed her shadow for a little while, wondering if she's happy or if she's just lost in a life that didn't pay the lesson we cost. It's the untaken road, the what if and why, under a different and brighter July. The version of me where I didn't say yes to a life of this constant and localized mess. A parallel world where I'm whole and I'm free, on the road that was never intended for me. Would I be in London or would I be in Rome? Would I have a heart that I could finally call home, without the baggage of the years that we spent, wondering exactly where the better me went? I'm staring at the map of the things I didn't do, choking on the nothing that I traded for you. It's too late for turns and it's too late for signs. I'm stuck in the middle of these narrow-minded lines, but the ghost of that girl is still walking that way, leaving me here in the heat of the day. It's the untaken road, the what if and why, under a different and brighter July. The version of me where I didn't say yes to a life of this constant and localized mess. A parallel world where I'm whole and I'm free, on the road that was never intended for me. but I'm still here. The world is so bright and the sky is so blue, but I'm drooping under the weight of thinking of you. Everyone's out in the park and the street, while I'm being killed by the light and the heat. I need a little shade or a little bit of rain to hide the expression of a localized pain. I'm wilting in the sun, I'm drying at the root, a bitter tasting version of a beautiful fruit. The glare is too much and the day is too long. I'm a minor key melody in a major key song. I'm losing my color, and I'm losing my pride, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. I put on a smile like a fake plastic flower, trying to survive this mid-afternoon hour, but the petals are curling and the stem is so weak. I can't find the words that I'm trying to speak. The sun is a witness I did wanna meet in the middle of this solitary street. Give me a cloud or a thick heavy fog, like a lost little traveler in a thick misted bog. I'm not made for the noonday, I'm made for the night, where I can be broken and out of the sight. I'm wilting in the sun, I'm drying at the root, a bitter tasting version of a beautiful fruit. The glare is too much and the day is too long. I'm a minor key melody in a major key song. I'm losing my color, and I'm losing my pride, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Fading away under the glare, wilting in the sun, and you're not there. I touched the radiator, but I couldn't feel the heat. I'm walking on ice on the middle of the street. The breath in my lungs is a cloud of white mist, the ghost of the girl that you once upon a time kissed. The thermometer's dropping to the bottom of the line, and I'm freezing from the inside of what used to be mine. I got winter in my veins, ice in my soul, a frost on my heart that I can't quite control. The rivers are frozen and the birds have all fled, leaving me here in my cold empty bed. It's a permanent January, a season of white in the middle of a long and shivering night. I wrap myself up in a thick woolly layer, but it doesn't do much for a silent born prayer. My blood is like slush and my fingers are blue. I'm turning into a statue from thinking of you. No fire can melt what the silence has built in the garden of my own localized guilt. Will the spring ever come, or is this my new fate, to be locked in a season that's always too late? The snow is piling up against the front door, and I don't feel the sunshine anymore. I've got winter in